Take a deep breath because what I have to tell you today might make you jump out of your seat. West Virginia. What do you think about this state? Mountainous, isolated, backward? Most people just slap those labels on it and move on. But they don't know this. West Virginia currently offers one of America's most hidden home opportunities. Weston is a small but busy town located right in the middle of the state, close to Interstate 79, with a population of 4,300. Rental prices in this town are well below the national average, while property taxes are virtually symbolic. And today, I will introduce you to 10 deal houses here, ranging in price from $239,000 to $42,500. Yes, you heard right, $42,500. But let me tell you this. I absolutely recommend watching the entire list until the end, because there's a house you'll come across in the middle that, when you hear its price, you'll want to hear about again. Are you ready? Let's get started. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the Real Estate Hunter USA channel, so you don't miss out on these great deal opportunities. Number 10, Weston, 347, East 1st Street, $239,000. Newly built, 2025 construction, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, 1,560 square feet. Located on an elevated point in the city, this property offers a view of Weston surrounded by hills. When you wake up in the morning, through your window you see the skyline of a small American town. Neither an apartment wall nor a neighbor's balcony, just Weston and the hills. Inside, everything is modern and ready-made. The open-plan living area combines a kitchen, dining, and living spaces in a single flow. Luxury vinyl plank flooring, ceiling fan, smoke/fire detector, 200-plus amp electrical line, gas water heater, washer and dryer included. Moreover, this building was completed in 2025. The roof is new, the boiler is new, the windows are new. The likelihood of incurring major maintenance expenses in the next 10 to 15 years is nearly zero. This difference accumulates to a significant figure over the years. There's a veranda outside, a 3-car garage with a private entrance from Edward Street, and additional parking space via a rear gate. The land measures 10,951 square feet, providing ample breathing room around the house. No HOA. No one writes you letters telling you where to park your car or when to mow the lawn. Now, let's get to the tax figure. $199 annually. When people hear this figure, most say, I must have heard wrong. No, you heard correctly. $199 annually. $16.58 monthly. If you look at Weston's overall cost structure, this actually isn't surprising at all. The cost of living is 25% below the national average. Total monthly living expenses for a family of 2 are only $1,800. Grocery costs are only 94% of the national average. The town's infrastructure is also stronger than you might think. Valley Point Mall is within the city for shopping. Stonewall Jackson Memorial Hospital and United Hospital Center are available in town for health care. Peterson Central Elementary School, Robert L. Bland Middle School, and Lewis County High School are in the area. Thanks to its proximity to Interstate 79, you can reach Clarksburg and its larger city amenities in 30 minutes. Number 9, Weston, 803 Air Force Road, $215,000. Now you might be thinking, what if I had this house work for me instead of buying and living in a single house? Here is a house that will answer exactly this question. For $215,000, it's a fully renovated 2-unit structure 0.4 miles from a hospital. Moreover, there's a $20,000 discount. You live on one side, rent out the other, and the tenant pays your mortgage. This strategy requires much deeper pockets to implement in major cities. In Weston, it's possible for $215,000. The total area of the building is 2,048 square feet. The metal roof, new windows, renovated flooring, HVAC system, water heaters, and bathrooms all have been updated. Brick exterior, block foundation, natural gas, city water, and sewer lines are available. High-speed internet connection is present. The veranda and backyard entrance provide each unit with its own distinct private space feeling. Utilities, i.e. bills, are independent. Each unit has separate meters. so you don't have to fight over bills with your tenant. If we look at the rental market in Weston, the city average for a 2-bedroom unit is $660 per month. With conservative estimate, renting out both units separately could generate a gross monthly income of $1,300 to $1,500. For an investment of $215,000, this is a significant return rate. Let's also add this. Annual tax is $1,532, monthly $127. Compared to the rental income from 2 units, this figure becomes almost invisible. Location is this property's strongest asset. It is located within 0.4 miles of Stonewall Jackson Memorial Hospital and William Sharp Hospital. What does this mean? Hospital employees are the natural tenant base for this house. Nurses, technicians, administrative staff, long-term, reliable tenants with fixed salaries. This type of tenant profile significantly reduces the risk of vacancy. Weston's property crime rate is only 7.9 out of 100. The U.S. average is 35.4. So you don't have to worry about safety in the town where you're investing. Safe town, strong tenant profile, low vacancy risk. It is no coincidence that these 3 factors come together for investment. Number 8, Weston 139, Montgomery Road, $199,900. Built in 2024 single-story, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1,380 square feet. Just under $200,000. Brand new construction. And this isn't just any house. It's a rare opportunity for a savvy buyer. Because most people don't realize this. Buying a brand new construction means you don't have to worry about major expenses like roofing, HVAC, windows, and plumbing for the next 10 to 15 years. Here, you're started with a clean slate instead of buying an old house cheaply and getting stuck with maintenance costs. Everything inside is ready and well thought out. Luxury vinyl plank flooring throughout the entire house. The open-plan kitchen, dining area, and living area are connected. There are tilt-out windows, meaning they can be cleaned from the inside. In a single-story house, this detail may seem minor, but it significantly simplifies your weekly cleaning routine. Includes washer and dryer, stove, refrigerator, and dishwasher provided. You walk in the door and live right away. You don't have to write checks for the first week. Now let's get to the numbers. The annual tax is only $370. When combined with Weston's overall cost profile, the picture becomes very clear. The annual cost of living for a family in the town is $21,600. The annual tax of this house is only 1.7% of that figure. You live in a town 25% below the national cost of living average. Grocery costs are 94% of the national average. Electricity and natural gas are 10% below the national average. You're not just saving money by buying a house cheaply. You're also saving every month while living in it. In terms of location, everything is close by. Walmart, hospitals, and Interstate 33, 48, and I-79 are within easy reach. Stonewall Jackson Memorial Hospital and United Hospital Center are in town. Peterson Central Elementary School and Lewis County High School are in the area. Since the owners sold it because they moved out and offered a $17,000 discount, the price was determined by a personal decision, not market pressure. It can be purchased without any issues using any type of loan because it is brand new. This combination, zero construction costs, ready-made interior space, low taxes, low cost of living, won't stay at this price for long. Number 7, Weston, 607, Lynn Avenue, $184,000. When people think of a house from the 1930s, they immediately picture an old, tired, full of surprises structure. Leaking roof, renovated electrical wiring, completely redone kitchen. And they're right, most old houses turn out just like that. But 607 Lynn Avenue breaks this mold. Built in 1930. Brick exterior, 3 bedrooms, 2 full baths, 1,253 square feet. Timeless character outside, modern comfort inside. Renovated kitchen, modern appliances, wooden floors, gas fireplace. And the front porch, the kind where you can sit in the evening on Weston's quiet streets to say hello to your neighbor or drink your morning coffee al fresco. This isn't a feature, it's a way of life. Let's get into the details inside. The wooden floor is a feature you don't see in every home at this price range. It's durable, has character, and suits any decor. The gas fireplace is both practical and atmospheric during the cold West Virginia winters. The dining area is separate. There are 2 full bathrooms, and a washer hookup is available. The 2-story structure has its own space on each floor. The partially fenced garden features a privacy fence. You can enjoy time in the backyard without being visible from the street. Garage details are an important bonus at this price. A detached garage for 2 vehicles. Not only can be used for vehicles, it can also be used as storage space, a hobby area, or a small workshop. There's also a private parking lot. In a small town like Weston, this combination, brick building, garage, renovated interior, usually commands much higher prices. Why is it so affordable? Because Weston hasn't been discovered yet. National media and big investors aren't looking here yet. And this is your window. Now let the numbers speak. Annual tax, $1,124. Monthly, $93.67. This is a relatively high tax figure on this list, but if we consider in terms of paying your home's tax equivalent to the price of a dinner, the perspective changes. The median household income in Weston is $37,819. For a $184,000 house in this town, the monthly mortgage payment is approximately in the $900 to $1,000 range. Now compare this. The average monthly rent for a 3-bedroom apartment for rent in Weston is $870. So you can become a homeowner by paying like you're paying rent. The money you pay each month doesn't disappear as rent. It turns into your own wealth. Number 6, Weston 124, Chestnut Street, $180,000. A 3-unit structure for $180,000. The main duplex at numbers 124 and 126, and a separate 3rd unit facing State Street. Total of 4,192 square feet. Consider this figure for a moment. What would you pay for an investment property measuring 4,192 square feet in a major American city? Moreover, it comes with a $10,000 discount. Let's get into the details of the structure. The 1st unit is being updated. The 2nd is currently being painted and will be ready for rental in a short time. And the 3rd is already tenanted, meaning the building generates income the day you open the door. Each unit has 2 bedrooms. The building's overall structure is split level with a combination of wooden floors, carpet, and ceramic tile. Balconies and verandas are available. High-speed internet connection and cable TV infrastructure are ready. Central air conditioning and window-type cooling systems operate independently in each unit. There are separate electrical lines for 200-plus amps and 100 amps, meaning the bills are independent and there's no need to settle accounts with the tenant. Now let's do the rental math. The city average for a 2-bedroom unit in Weston is $660 per month. Even if you rent 3 units at a conservative estimate of $600 each, you're generating a monthly gross income of $1,800. With more realistic pricing, a $1,900 to $2,100 range is possible. For an investment of $180,000, this is a significant return rate. And don't forget the annual tax, only $118. Read that number again, $118 per year, $9.83 per month. You pay the entire year's tax on this structure for the price of 1 lunch. Weston's tenant profile also provides a strong foundation for this investment. There are 2 major hospitals in the town, Stonewall Jackson Memorial and United Hospital Center. The employees of these hospitals, nurses, technicians, administrative staff, are long-term, reliable tenants with fixed salaries. Additionally, Valley Point Mall and local businesses also provide employment. The demand side is constant and stable. Let's also address the issue of safety. Weston's property crime rate is 7.9 out of 100, 1/4 of the U.S. average of 35.4. Not having security concerns in the town where you're investing means the tenant finding process is easy and the risk of vacancy is low. Number 5, Weston 397, Monroe Avenue, $163,000. 3 bedrooms, 3 full bathrooms, 1,600 square feet, and $163,000. This house has a bathroom on each floor, and the master bedroom on the ground floor has its own private bathroom. And finding a house offering this layout for $163,000 is no longer possible in most American cities, and a $16,000 discount has been applied. Let's take a look at the structure. Brick exterior from 1920, two-story, gas heating and central air conditioning. Traditional architecture, block foundation, frame construction, tile roof. There is a ceiling fan. The dining area is separate, and there are storm doors. There is an attic entrance. It can be used for extra storage. The partially unfinished basement floor fills the entire space beneath the house and provides internal access. This basement floor can either be used as storage space currently, or it could be finished out and converted into a game room, home office, or sports area in the future. The second option also offers significant value appreciation. There is a separate carport and parking for 2 vehicles outside. The plot is 6,970 square feet, 60 by 120 in size, with flat surface. Zoned as a residential area. This means you may have different usage options in the future. Washing machine and dryer connections are ready. The seller is still cleaning the house. It will be fully ready soon. So, right now, with a little patience, you can get it completely ready and delivered. Now, let's get to the numbers. Annual tax, $260. Monthly, $21.67. This is the second lowest tax figure on the list. When combined with Weston's overall cost structure, the picture becomes even clearer. The cost of living in the town is 25% below the national average. Groceries are 94% of the national average, and electricity and natural gas are 10% below the national average. You're not just saving money by buying a house cheaply. You're also saving money while living in it every day. This difference adds up to a significant figure on an annual basis. Weston's infrastructure makes this home even more valuable. Stonewall Jackson Memorial Hospital and United Hospital Center are in town. 2 major hospitals, along with primary care clinics and a community health center open to everyone. For schools, there is Jane Lew Elementary School and Robert L. Bland Middle School and Lewis County High School serve the area. If you're considering settling down with a family, the educational and healthcare infrastructure is already in place. Valley Point Mall and local businesses are within the city for daily needs. 30 minutes to Clarksburg via Interstate 79. Number 4, Weston, 201 Sand Run Road, $153,000. You want to escape the city noise, but still want to be close to everything. That fine line lies right here. 201 Sand Run Road is close to the center of Weston, yet on its own 1.1-acre property with a $12,000 discount. Canyon views, detached 1-car garage, partially underground, attached basement floor, beautiful deck outside. Drink your morning coffee there while looking out at the West Virginia hills and canyons. You don't hear your neighbor mowing the lawn, and you can't see the balcony of the building across the street. Just the land, the trees, and the silence. This type of view and this level of privacy generally require very different budgets in urban environments. Let's take a look at the property structure. Built in 1978, split-level design, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1,152 square feet. Laminate and concrete flooring. Functional floor plan, ample storage. Ceiling fan, large cabinet space in the kitchen. The partially finished basement floor completely fills the space beneath the house. This area can currently be used as extra living or storage space, and if finished in the future, the usable area of the house will significantly increase. Washer and electric dryer connection available. 200-plus amp electrical line. Outside, the deck and grounds offer you a true open space. Finding 1.1 acres within the city is rare even in Weston. Let's compare it to the rental market in Weston. The average monthly rent for a 2-bedroom unit in the town is $660. When you buy this house for $153,000, your monthly mortgage payment can remain in the $700 to $750 range, meaning you pay like you're renting and become a homeowner. The money you pay each month doesn't disappear. It turns into your own wealth. Weston's overall cost profile also supports this. The cost of living is 25% below the national average. Groceries are cheap, and electricity and natural gas are 10% below the national average. Not only is your housing less expensive, but your entire daily life is less costly. Annual tax $1,198. monthly $99.83. This is a mid-range tax figure on this list. But isn't it really reasonable to pay $100 per month in taxes for 1.1 acres of land and a canyon view? Weston's property crime rate is 7.9 out of 100, compared to the U.S. average of 35.4. You live in a safe town on your own land in a house with a view of the canyon. Number 3, Weston, 611 Broad Street, $129,500. What most people don't realize is this. A figure like $129,500 immediately conjures up images of an unmaintained, problematic house for some people. The mind automatically assumes something is wrong because it sounds cheap. 611 Broad Street completely refutes this assumption. It is a well-maintained structure with numerous updates, featuring panoramic views, hardwood floors, all kitchen appliances included, a washer and dryer, and a whole house generator. And this list is being released for the first time, meaning it has never been sold before. That clean feeling is real, that energy is pure. Let's take a look at the property's structure. Built in 1953, one story, 1,077 square feet of official space. But the official listing may be misleading because the attic is finished. There are 2 bedrooms on the ground floor, and 2 additional beds are available in the attic. So you get a total of 4 beds. The flooring is a mixture of wood, carpet, and vinyl. The dining area is separate, and there are window treatments. The partially finished basement floor has a walkout entrance and is also accessible from the outside. It can be used as extra space, storage, or a hobby room. There is parking for 3 cars, with both on-street and off-street options. There is a deck and a veranda outside. The land is 11,500 square feet, measuring 82 by 140, with a private garden. Now, let's get to the generator part, because this detail really stands out in this price range. It's a whole house Generac generator, meaning it powers the entire house, not just a few outlets. In West Virginia's mountainous climate, winter storms, ice storms, and power outages are a common occurrence. People living in the area know this, and a generator is therefore seen as a serious investment. The previous owner bore this expense on your behalf. Installing a full home generator from scratch can cost thousands of dollars. This house comes with it as a gift. Let's get to the numbers. Annual tax $227, monthly $18.92. One of the lowest tax figures on this list. The cost of living in Weston is 25% below the national average. Groceries are inexpensive and energy costs are low. The town has 2 major hospitals. Schools are in the area, and Valley Point Mall is within the city for shopping. Weston property crime rate is 7.9 out of 100, a safe town. This house has panoramic views, a generator, accommodates 4 guests, and features a private garden. $10,000 discount applied. It won't be on the market for long at this price for the first time. Number 2, Weston, 619 Fall Avenue, $110,000. $110,000. And this house isn't just ready, it's beyond turnkey. You open the door, walk in, and you're already living. You unpack your bags and sit down. Because all furniture, appliances, and household items, including the TV, are included in the sale. New roof in 2024, new flooring in 2024, new refrigerator, new stove, and new dishwasher in 2024. Even the TV is new and never turned on. Washer and dryer are available. For most of the houses on this list, the term move-in ready was used, but for this house, move in and live would be more accurate. The difference seems small, but it's very significant in practice. Let's take a look at the house's structure. Built in 1994, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 660 square feet. Small but cleverly designed. Contemporary architecture, block foundation, tile roof, carpet laminate, and luxury vinyl plank flooring. Solid surface countertops. The kitchen includes a microwave, stove, and dishwasher. The dining area is separate and features window treatments. The finished basement level features a walkout entrance, accessible both from inside and outside. This area can be used as extra living space, storage, or a hobby room. Outside, there's a balcony, deck, and outdoor lighting. City lights and neighborhood views. There's a garage for 2 cars. It can be used not only for vehicles, but also converted into a workshop, storage space, or entirely different purpose. The land area is 3,920 square feet, with a private garden and green space at the back. Annual tax $681, monthly $56.75. This price includes furniture, appliances, new roof, new floors, new appliances, and a set of keys. Weston's property crime rate is 7.9 out of 100, compared to the U.S. average of 35.4. You're buying a move-in ready house in a safe town, fully furnished and maintained. Regarding the town's daily life, Valley Point Mall is within the town for shopping. Stonewall Jackson Memorial Hospital and United Hospital Center are available for health care. Peterson Central Elementary School, Robert L. Bland Middle School, and Lewis County High School are in the area. West Virginia's Wild Mushroom Festival and Blackberry Festival offer year-round social events. 30 minutes to Clarksburg via Interstate 79. $25,000 discount. Seller really wants to make a deal. Delivery on closing day, with furniture, belongings, and keys. But the figure that should really stop you in your tracks is the one for the next house. Number 1, Weston, $355. George Street, $42,500. In the center of Weston, with a private garden, veranda, 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1,164 square feet, 0.63 acre land. And the price is $42,500. Throughout this list, we kept asking ourselves, is this really all you get for this price? But this house takes that question to a whole new level. Let's be honest. This house is being sold as is, meaning it is sold as it is. It was built in 1915 and requires repairs. The seller makes this clear. They are not hiding it. The listing describes it as a house with a blend of character and comfort with potential. This is a renovation project. But let me ask, which project can you find at this price, on this plot of land, in this location? 1,164 square feet of structure on a 0.63 acre, flat, cleared plot with a private garden, located in the center of Weston, within walking distance of schools and close to all city amenities. Let's look at the numbers. The median home value in Weston is $112,300. Similar size and located properties are on the market for $120,000 to $180,000. If you buy this house for $42,500 and complete a reasonable renovation with a budget, you have the potential for equity between $60,000 and $100,000. But this isn't just a guess. Weston's own median price supports this calculation. In major cities, it's now nearly impossible to find both this kind of entry price and this kind of appreciation potential together. In Weston, it's still possible. Let's also address the issue of renovation costs. In Weston, labor costs are much lower compared to major cities. The town's overall cost structure, with a cost of living 25% below the national average, is reflected in construction and renovation costs as well. So with the same renovation budget, you can do much more here than you could in Nashville. Annual tax $502, monthly $41.83. No HOA, no city tax. Lot is 27,443 square feet, 0.63 acres, cleared and graded. The property features a veranda, a separate dining area, gas heating, and a gas water heater. Peterson Central Elementary School and Lewis County High School are within walking distance. Stonewall Jackson Memorial Hospital and United Hospital Center are in town. Valley Point Mall is within the city for shopping. Weston's property crime rate is 7.9 out of 100 in a safe town, on your own land, 0.63 acres for $42,500. $23,000 discount applied. Whether you choose to take advantage of this opportunity or treat it as a project is entirely up to you, but it is certain that the opportunity is here right now at this price. And opportunities like this do not wait. Here it is, 10 opportunity homes in Weston, West Virginia. From a brand new $239,000 home with panoramic views to a historic project for $42,500. And the common thread among all of them is this. These prices are now unthinkable in Nashville, Charlotte, or Columbus. There are preconceptions about West Virginia. I know that, but the numbers don't lie. $199 annual tax. $118 annual tax. No HOA. state tax break for income tax, and a real community of 4,300 people, a real town, close to Interstate 79. So which house stopped you in your tracks? If you're considering it for investment purposes, take note of the 3-unit structure. If you want a turnkey home, the $110,000 one. If you're ready to develop a project, the $42,500 one. And if you want a brand new, modern, move-in ready house, you have $239,000. Thank you for watching this video. If you don't want to miss out on these types of opportunity home listings in West Virginia or other states, subscribe to the Real Estate Hunter USA channel and turn on notifications. Every week, we bring you real opportunities directly from markets most people haven't discovered yet. Write in the comments which house you liked. I want to hear from you. See you in the next video.